What's the overall sentiment of the people that you're interacting with, from the nurses to the doctors? Are they like, "Hey, everything's gonna be okay. It's all gonna work out," or it's like, "This sucks for you. This is not good. This is real serious, and be scared."
Yeah. No, very positive.
Cool.
Very serious in terms of what they're doing that needs to be done and how to
Yeah.
do it, but very supportive and very lighthearted around other things. Very clear with their language too. Like I definitely noticed the difference where, they talk about chemo as anti-cancer therapy. That's their word for it. So nobody's saying like, we're going to cure you, or here's the medication that's going to solve this problem, or this is going to make this go away. It's like, this is your, we'll be administering your anti-cancer therapy today. We're going to really try, which I think is fair. Like they should not be in there making commitments that they could do anything they can't do.
Yeah.
But I've definitely noticed that language. They're careful to not promise things that are out of their control. And I think that's scared me sometimes when I've realized it's not just out of my control, it's also out of their control too, that we're going to try our best. But then also reassured me in other cases where I realized like we are all trying our best. We are all trying to do everything that we can do, knowing that this disease has its own thoughts about things and its own path and its own agenda. It's not conscious, but it's got its own things it's trying to do at the cellular level. And, we're all controlling the pieces we can control, and the rest of it's just going to be up to something. I don't know what.
There's no consciousness in it.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. In the disease? Yeah, I don't think there is. Yeah.
Who's making the most money in this whole process?
That's a great question. Who's making the most money in the healthcare
Because
system
cancer
today?
is a very lucrative business. Cancer treatment.
Yeah, the drug makers are making good money. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of money flowed their way. And I don't think it's I can't like cast a judgment on it and say it's like an unfair amount of money.
Yeah, just to bring
they got to bring
transparency.
something to market and test it and find out that it's safe enough to be administered to humans is a massive task. The doctors and the surgeons, get paid a ton of money, and that is just a job that I think almost nobody can do and almost nobody would ever want to do. Like, every time I've had to have surgery, it's like checking at 5:30 a.m. at the hospital, and there's like 400 other people checking in next to me.
Wow.
I think what did they tell me? There was 87 operating rooms at Anschutz Hospital in Denver or something.
Wow.
It was massive.
Wow.
And so you put in the gurney and you get wheeled down and you're IV'd up and you're laying back in these white hallways and you just turn and go through a door and you turn and you pass 4 ORs and then you turn through another door and pass 6 more and then here's you and you wheel you in and there's robots and machines everywhere and it's incredible. I've had 7 surgeries in the last year and like I hate to say it, I'm almost like enjoying them at this point. I'm in awe. Like, what is this place? And how do they do what they do in here? And then, and then I take a deep breath and the lights turn out and I wake up a few hours later and something hurts. Yep, got a surgery there. So I'm just amazed, and it's like, check in at 5:30, surgeries at 7. Somebody's got to get up, start their day, get prepped, and get ready to do something incredibly detailed and incredibly serious by 7 a.m. every darn day.
It's the Super Bowl every day for them.
It's the Super Bowl every day, and there's 87 of these operating rooms. And think about how many people are doing that, and think about how much school and training and education they have to go through, and how calm they have to be under pressure.
You hope they didn't get in a fight with their spouse the night before, and that they got good sleep. And
I've had the thoughts of like the week leading up to my surgery. Like, what if somebody steps on her hand at her kid's flag football game or something, right? Yeah. Like, then my surgeon is not available for me and everybody else. And then who's going to fill in? And it's just like, they are doing some incredible work. And the doctors and the oncologists that have to come in and face people in the scariest moments of their lives every single day, that's got to be emotionally super challenging. And they're dealing with a disease that unfortunately a lot of people don't survive. And so their patients are just not making it at a rate where I don't know who else interacts with people that don't live at such a high rate. And so that's got to be hard. So I'm just so impressed. Like, I don't think there's any amount of money that would be unreasonable to pay these people to get people to sign up and put themselves through this type of kind of discipline and to some degree psychological torture to come in every day and do this type of work. So I'm super impressed with everybody I've interacted with.
This podcast is brought to you by BeMicro, a company I'm deeply passionate about because I founded it in 2018. It's USDA organic freeze-dried microgreens for everyday nutrition and detox. Sprinkle them on any meal or take them as a capsule to enjoy the many healthy benefits. Shop now at BeMicro.farm. Use code STEVE15 to save. Yeah, and I believe that they should be paid well. It's more my thinking was, this is a big business, and where is the money flowing around this business?
Yeah.
What's the state of, you said, in awe of the robotics? What's the state of robotics?
Yeah. I don't know too much about it other than that, I think in both of my big surgeries, it was a 5-hour surgery and a 2.5-hour surgery recently. It was a robotic surgery. So they're using a Vinci surgical robot, which I have seen in the room. And it looks like some sort of big crab with like crab arms sticking out that are all wrapped in plastic with, I'm guessing, something that cuts on the end of them. Some of them fill you with air to open up the cavity so they can work. Others are cameras. Others are the devices that actually move things around. And so nothing actually went inside my body other than the mechanisms from the surgical robot. Like the surgeon's hands were fully on the outside operating the robot. So that's the extent of my understanding of it, but precise, lots of small scars that heal really quickly.
So it's like these little tubes go into you, and then little arms, cameras, anything can go through those tubes. And
So they call it docking the robot. So they spend a first period of time basically either the robot's making incisions or they're making incisions, and then they're like connecting these tubes into the holes, and then everything goes in and out through there, and there's cameras and there's things that cut and there's things that sew, I guess. I don't know. Like there's things that do all the things that surgeons do. And it just happens.
A lot less invasive.
Yeah. You don't have to have this like open air hole to you in the outdoor space while they go in there and work. And orthoscopic surgeries worked like that for a long time, except the human was manipulating, as my understanding, the tools, just through the opening. And now the robot is actually driving the movement of the tools.
Oh, you're not driving the robot.
The surgeon is doing something to drive the robot, but the robot, my understanding, is using like motorized things to actually move everything on the inside.
The robot's not deciding on what to do.
I don't think so.
The surgeon is telling the robot how to make the micro. Do you know the story of Da Vinci at all?
I don't. No, do you?
I invested in that company about 15 years ago.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My understanding is that it was to support with military surgery.
Yep.
So on the battlefield in Afghanistan, people get hurt, and all the good surgeons are in Boston, and so they put the robot in Afghanistan, and the surgeon in Boston is able to control it remotely. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was that robot or not, but I remember in my computer science program in the early 2000s at Carolina, they were starting to have surgeons like moving a scalpel remotely. There might have been a tool like that was doing that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fascinating. Well, thank you for investing in that company.
Yeah, they're good. It's unbelievable what that can do.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.